What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. So you can see in the back, it's a bunch of lettuce that's going to bulk, going to set in some flowers. So we're in July right now, and I'm anticipating we're going to have a hot summer. So my goal this year, as I mentioned earlier in a couple of my videos, is that I want to grow lettuce all year round. So the summer is pretty much the difficult time to grow lettuce because it's so hot. And my strategy here is I'm going to pull all this thing out and then put in the new transplant. And on top of that is that to help this transplant and help the lettuce continue to grow over the summer is I'm putting on a shade cloth on top of it. So that will reduce down the hotness and the heat for the plants for it to grow and preventing it to bolt. So let's go. Just to go over real quick what lettuce type that I grew this spring. So far this is the Grand Rapid, I believe, right here. There's the Grand Rabbit. Even though it starts to bolting, comparing to other lettuce, it's pretty slow in bolting. So I like this lettuce because it's still not turned bitter yet, even though it starts to bolt. And there is the salad bowl over there. So the salad bowl, the leaves is a little bit smaller, but it's once it starts to bolt, the leaf is like really bitter and you can't really eat it. And then over here, I forgot what this is. I think some kind of butter crunch. And that thing is bolting and the leaf is not edible anymore. So, and also in the back is that I have romaine cost as well. So that thing was good, but now it's all bulk and the leaf is not edible as well. It's super bitter. So far, the conclusion is that the Grand Rapid is the winner as in my experience. So here I'm pulling out all the lettuce that are bolting and pulling out all the weeds from this bed. Basically, I'm prepping this bed to put in all the new transplants to test out the hot summer in July. And this bed got a lot of weeds because I let it sit there and do nothing after my first harvest of all the lettuce in the spring. And if you guys watch that video of my massive lettuce harvest, you will notice there were no weed at all. That is because I was doing intensive planting, whereas I plant the lettuce very close to each other, around like 4 to 5 inches apart, and that shaded out all the weeds and prevent the weeds to push out. And here we're gonna do the same method as well. We're gonna do like high intensive, high density planting. So the variety of lettuce I'm testing for the July are the red velvet, romaine cast, and red romaine, and the bronze mignonette. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right or not. And also I'm testing the cinnamon lettuce as well. So through all of my researches, these lettuce are supposed to be slow bulk and heat tolerant. Two things that I'm looking for in my experiment for all this lettuce. Number one is slow to bulk, and number two is that it has to be edible. And what does that mean is that the leaves cannot be bitter. Even though it is slow to bulk but the leaves taste so bitter, there's no point of growing it because you cannot eat anything out of it. So now that I transplanted all the lettuce, now I gotta put up the shade cloth. So what I need to do is string the shade cloth from 4 corners, and I put 2 posts in already. However, I need to put another post right here. So this is where I'm gonna put this post and screw it into this metal post that I post in that I use for my tomato trellis. So the shade cloth I have is 50% shade, and this thing is 6 feet by 20 feet long. And it's worked out pretty well because I have 2 raised beds that is 4 by 8 in total of 16 feet long. So if you guys are in the market for a shade cloth, this thing is pretty cheap. It's only cost me around like 11 or 12 bucks. So I will leave the link in the description below if you guys are interested. Alright guys, so the only one word I want to say is wow. The shade cloth makes so much difference. It's like super like 20-degree cooler under this shade cloth. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see the update and the progress, how I'm doing with my lettuce growing in the hot heat of summer, make sure to hit the like and the follow. And I'll see you guys on the next video.